Hello, this is Monkey King. I've been playing Age of Engineering lately, and I was looking back trying to find some inspiration for building designs, and happened to come across an old server file that I made a while ago with my son. And I just thought I'd take a look and go through it and try to see if I can come up with some ideas for my new design. This is the outside. I like to use these basalt bricks with the Great Wood Lot from Thaumcraft, and then these lanterns from Immersive Engineering. That over there is the villager cells. We'll see them in just a bit. So going down below ground, this is one of the first times I actually worked to make a nice open area. Usually I just dig a hole in the ground and stick a bed there, but this one is a lot of carpenter's wedges, a lot of quarried stone. I really like the look from that. And then some dark wood planks and plenty of basalt bricks. It's all lit up by using the glowstone on some of the carpenter's wedge slopes. I'll go down here and show you the storage drawers, storage containers. I like to have everything out in the open. This was in the earlier game before I made the applied energistic system. Going back here, I'll show you the nuts and bolts. The trim connects the different pieces from behind. Separate spare drive for the AE system and the input coming in here. Starting on this side, this used to be a small ender pearl farm, but nowadays it was my capacitor bank from Ender.io. And there's when I started to play with the Draconic Evolution. And I loved these flux ducts from Thermal Dynamics. And of course, why not have some netherwort over there for uncertain reasons. I always love these tesseracts from Thermal Expansion. Good way to send things across dimensions and not have a bunch of wiring trailing everywhere. So coming out here, go over to the Tinker's Construct area, just an old smeltery. It's not being used much anymore. Back up in here is the energy plant, power plant, whatever you want to call it. All these dynamos just chugging along. Up here is the solar panel farm. Once again, sending the energy through tesseracts to the main part of the base. So we go on along, past and through the buttresses. Going down to the next area here, which is the manual crafting room. Just a bunch of Ender.io machines, thermal expansion machines, and crystal inscribers. A way to create all the emeralds that I need. So this is all the manual crafting zone. Going down here is the automated ore processing plant. So everything gets sent in by Enderchest and then automatically processed and sorted and refined and sent to the main storage system. Coming in here is the drive farm with another ME crafting terminal and a bunch of controllers. Those are all the world anchor or the teleportation anchors I'll show you in just a bit. And just a little crafting chamber with plenty of room for recipes. Down here is where I got started on the RF tools. All these are sorted by the type of dimlet present. All the different machines here. And then back behind here is the nuts and bolts of the sorting system, which is not nearly so nice and organized. As you can see here, it's got a number of different dimlet filters, and the pipes then put the filters into the corresponding locations. Over here is the wither spawning area. Going down to a grinder with blast-proof obsidian. Let's go down and check it out. So just reinforced obsidian and something to funnel all the items where they need to go. Those were elevators that I'm using there. The next stop will be down to the mob farm. You can see it down there. Just going to use these here. So this is the mob farm. I have it set up with the spawners here, and they're currently all off. So we can see here what happens when we turn it on. Floor retracts, the lights retract, and there you go. Enderman for days. Same thing with the corner here. Just flick the switch. Lots of wisps, and there you go. Elevators down here. Just takes you down to where the mobs are being funneled into this central shaft, which drops down to the grinder below. Which is what we'll go to next. So down here you can see all the mobs drop down into this pit. Experience gets sucked up and stored in barrels behind there, eventually to put into the fluid storage interface. And then all the different mob drops are here. There's a storage buffer as well that links this up to the main AE network. Bye-bye, Enderman. Alright. Heading back up. And let's go up to storage. So I'll take you back up through the main floor. And over to the villager breeding section. Don't know if this works anymore, but this is how I used to farm for emeralds. When I want to have them start spawning, I just put a villager in there and they go to town. The chronotypers will separate the adults from the little ones. Little ones get put in here, and eventually when they grow up, they're funneled into here and down into a smeltery. Oops, stay in there. Since the these didn't quite reach all the way over, so I had to put an middle ground here. This is to the top, and this shows you down below. The villagers are all up here. I really get tired of all the sound, so I just put a muffler in there. And they get funneled over this way, and with conveyor belts drop into here. Molten iron will do its job. The emeralds and the iron is separated. And this is just a timer cycle here that will kind of drain the smeltery every once in a while, and then put the iron back in. There you go. Allows it time to drain. get out all the emeralds, and then puts the iron back in. This was one of the first bases I really remember that I was really kind of proud of making. I really liked the way it looked. I wish I could make my current Age of Engineering look a little bit fancy. Well, thank you all for watching. This is Monkey King, and I'll see you later.